Hello and welcome back to Obsessive Chicks. Today I'm going to make some beef jerky. I hope I can show you a shorter version of it. Super easy to make. I used to make it all the time. My kids and my family are like begging for me to make some more. It used to be inexpensive to make. And today, you know, everybody knows the rise of inflation. It's gotten crazy. I've got 13.5 pounds of flank steak. I buy my flank steak at Sam's Club. It's the cheapest for me to buy, and it's not necessarily the cheapest, but I think it's the best quality. Back in the day, I'd buy the same amount. It would be, give or take, $30 for 2 packages, that 13.5 pounds. Now today, it's close to $60. So I don't make it as much as I used to, but normally I do a salt and pepper garlic blend. I love Montreal steak seasoning, and that's it right there. I sprinkle some of that on, and then my son and I bought this honey garlic rub. Anyways, we're going to try that and see how it turns out. So come along and I'll show you how I make beef jerky. So this is my Excalibur. If you don't have an Excalibur, like I said, for years I had a Nesco. So whatever works for you. This is just so much nicer because they have flat trays. They have the heat setting and also a timer. And then the front comes off of it. And I have a 9 tray. And like I said, I have the silicone pads to keep the meat from coming through. And 9 trays flat makes it awesome. Well worth the investment. All right, so let's get to loading our Excalibur up. Okay, for some people, these pieces are a little bit too thick, so I just basically get my shears out and I will cut right down the center and make longer strips. You know, whatever your technique is and what works for you is great. This is just what I've always found easier to do, and it's not time consuming, and I don't have to get crazy with the knife skills. And if you see a piece of meat like that or fat, cut it off, get rid of it. If there's too much fat for you, clean it up. I've got this seasoning that has pepper and red pepper flakes in it. The red pepper flakes are ground up smaller than just a regular red pepper flake. And I'll go back through and I will sprinkle some of that onto all of my beef jerky. You know, and you can adjust seasonings however hot you want it. If you want a little extra salt, garlic, you know, whatever your fancy is for beef jerky. I will, after a few hours, come in. When it's close to being done, I'll go and you'll see like little grease, fat droppings on your beef jerky. And when it's at that point where it's almost dry, but the fat's still there, the oils, I will come back in and I will re-season. Salt, pepper, whatever else I think that I should have. And the salt tends to stick to that fat a little bit more. So I have it loaded completely up. Push my trays back in. You know, and you have little odds and ends pieces. I will also, some of them will cook longer, so I'll go back in and I will pull out the done pieces that are finished, and then I'll just leave the other ones in. Now the neat thing about the Excalibur, like I said, is we have got a timer. Now I'll put it on for 24 hours. Generally by about tomorrow, 12 hours, when I wake up, I'll start testing it out. And then here, we're going to turn our timer to 155. And pretty much easy, self-explanatory, 155. Okay, one of the nice things about the Excalibur, a great feature, is that the fan is at the center of the machine at the back. So as it spins and it circulates the air, it comes through all the trays evenly. Whereas the Nesco or some of the other round units, they literally have the air blowing from the top down. And so like I would find that only a few of my trays at the top would get done. So I would constantly have to circulate them. So yeah, another neat feature about the Excalibur. Well, here's my beef jerky, all done, really easy to do. I pulled some of the pieces out at 7 hours. Some of them took a little longer, and like I said, depending on the thickness of your meat, then you will want to regulate how much time you want to put to drying your beef. And 13.5 pounds. Minus a little bit. My son woke up this morning and went to work and snuck a little bit, I do believe. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. You know the drill. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you.